Today's video, we're going to be reviewing Sevr Broadheads, the 1.5 and the 2.0, and we're going to see how surface area of a broadhead and cutting diameter affects penetration. I've been doing these videos on broadheads, reviewing them, testing them, and seeing how durable they are, leaving a blood trail, all that other sorts of fun stuff, just because we're less than a month and a half from bow season here in Missouri, and in most states you guys are relatively going to be pretty close to bow season opening when mine does. So I want to give you guys as much information and content as I can between now and bow season so I can set you guys up for success. So first off, big shout out to Sevr Broadhead. This is actually probably the coolest looking packaging, and I do like the way that their logo looks on their box here for their package of broadhead. So I would definitely give them one up just based on overall eye appeal for their product shipment. This didn't take very long to get to me either. It took me 2 days. So kudos to Sevr on making a good package and getting it to their customer very quick. So that's without actually seeing the broadhead. I've actually never seen one of these in person. I've seen all sorts of mechanicals, but never Sevr. So let's go ahead and open it. I did accidentally rip off the label, but it's okay. Comes with cool stickers. Heck yeah. SevrBroadheads.com. I like all those stickers. Oh, those are really good looking stickers. Good stickers, all that fun stuff. Package information we don't care about. And then here's what their actual packaging looks like. I only ordered 3. I ordered 2 2.0s and 1 1.5. So without further ado, let's take a look at our first broadhead. This is a 1.5 inch cut. Packaging, like I said, Sevr Broadheads, good job. This is probably the most aesthetically pleasing broadhead package I've ever seen. And I'm not, you know, it's pretty cool looking. You have a package inside of a package inside of a package. It's kind of like one of those little dummies that you pull and it just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller. You guys know what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can figure out how to open this thing though, huh? Give me 10 minutes. Oh, I broke something. This is what the broadhead looks like outside of its little plastic sleeve that it's going to come in. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. It looks... They have some pretty good weight to them. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see these, but they look like they're pretty well built. And here's what this broadhead looks like when it's being screwed in. Doesn't look too bad at all. This is an old arrow. I just use old crappy arrows for this test. I don't really care what happens to the arrow. I care more about, you know, the performance of the broadhead. So that's what the Sevr 1.5 is looking like. Let's go shoot it into our jug. We're going to stand up both pieces of the plywoods, see how well it penetrates, and to see what kind of blood trail you're going to get from this broadhead. I'll be kind of curious to see. This is the Sevr 1.5 going through that jug and into the plywood. Let's go ahead and shoot it. Alright, so penetration was actually pretty bad. That was probably the worst out of any mechanical that I've personally had, and let's take a look at the blood trail, but we'll go ahead and pull that arrow and we'll see what happened to the broadhead too. So here is our Sevr broadhead. Structural integrity, it held up just fine. I'm very impressed with that. No bends on the blades, no visual wear. One thing I did notice is I don't think it deployed all the way. So I got to messing with this Sevr broadhead, and I should probably read instructions before I do all this, but this actually did open up all the way, and it had nothing go wrong with it. I did loosen these blades so I can kind of make it a little bit easier. I would say it probably is a little bit more tough on the side to open than I would personally like, but it still works pretty good, and so far I'm very impressed with it. And these blades are sticky, boys. Watch your fingers with that. I've actually kind of nicked myself right there, and this is not all blood, but I've nicked myself there. So these are very sharp, so far very durable, and with a mechanical, it's not very often you can shoot it and get multiple shots without having to replace blades, but this is not the case with this bad boy right here. So very good, very good pass on the 1.5 from Sevr. We're going to go ahead and band it back up, get it ready to shoot again, and then we are going to shoot the 2.0 and look at the 2.0 compared to the 1.5. So this is the Sevr 2.0. It looks almost identical to the 1.5. For one thing that I did notice is it has a little bit longer of a ferrule, if I'm looking correctly. Yes, it does. Just a barely a little bit longer ferrule with a point, type of trocar style tip. So we're going to go ahead and screw this on our arrow, shoot it into our jug and both pieces of our plywood. We're going to compare notes and see which one does better with. This is our Sevr 2.0 going into that jug and into the plywood. Let's see what happens. That's a good hole. You can tell it let out a lot of blood. We'll take a look at the hole here in a second, but let's take a look at how the broadhead did. This is the 2.0 from Sever. It shot very well. It opened like it should have, and it held structural integrity very well. It doesn't have, looks like zero bend to the blades. The ferrule looks straight. Nothing is rolled on the tip of the ferrule on that trocar style tip. So I would definitely give Sevr Broadheads a pass as far as durability, functionality, and honestly, if you guys are interested in a mechanical broadhead, I don't think this one would be too bad to take a look at. My personal favorite is the G5 Mega Meat. G5 Mega Meat makes a great broadhead, but I think this is also, honestly very well made. It shoots very well, and it looks pretty good. So Sevr 1.5 left a pretty good hole, and I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see that, but if I pour it out with some pressure, it bleeds really well. So Sevr 1.5 definitely gets a pass as far as the blood trail goes. I think it did very well. Here's the hole from the 2.0. You can see that's kind of distance there. There's my thumb compared to it. It's about the size of my thumb. And here's what it looks like when you put some pressure behind it. So the Sevr 2.0 versus the 1.5, which one penetrated more? Actually, to my surprise, the 2.0 did. I don't know if that's just because I hit a different spot in the wood that was maybe a little bit more softer, but the 1.5 did not penetrate as much as the 2.0. So I would actually have to say that for this test, I think the 2.0 would win. It had the same durability, same penetration from the shots that we had go through, and it left a lot better blood trail, and it has a bigger hole. If I can push any three things for you guys to get on a broadhead, it'd be 1, rear deploying, 2, cut on contact type style tip, and 3, get as big as a broadhead cutting surface diameter that you can. The most blood you can get on the ground is going to be the most effective. Whether you make a bad shot or not, the bigger the hole, the more the blood you're going to get on the ground. It's pretty simple. So either way, Sevr Broadheads, if you guys are watching this, good job. You guys did pretty well. I would definitely consider taking this hunting. I would say this is probably my second favorite mechanical that I've personally shot or interacted with, so good job to you guys. Both of these broadheads did extremely well. The 1.5 from Sever and the 2.0 from Sever both did very well. They performed like they should. They both deployed, had good structural integrity, and left a good blood trail. What more can you ask for from a broadhead? So Sever broadheads, you definitely get a pass. I'd give you guys an 8.5 out of 10. The only reason that I don't give you guys probably a little bit higher scores because I'm too dumb to figure out how to replace all of your collars and do all that fun stuff. So who knows? I'll look up more of it and reach back to you guys in the next video with how I do with it. But with that being said, that is today's video, the Sevr 1.5 versus the Sevr 2.0. I hope you're doing amazing, and I'll see you all very soon. Leave me a like.